Before we dive into this eerie journey, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to keep the horror vibes coming. Ever wondered what makes certain horror movies cling to your mind long after the credits roll? And let's explore the world of folk horror, where ancient rituals, isolated communities, and haunting legends collide. Uh, Folk horror delves into the uneasy dance between society and the outsider, often set against spooky rural backdrops. These stories rarely rely on monsters. Instead, the true horror often comes from people caught in tangled superstitions and dark traditions. Take Apostle, where a man infiltrates a secretive Welsh cult only to find its chilling rituals far beyond his expectations. And directed with a steady hand, the movie builds dread in slow, heavy waves, culminating in a brutal finale that's impossible to forget. And across the globe, La Llorona weaves a haunting tale based on Latin American folklore, blending ghostly apparitions with the weight of historical injustice. Rather than cheap scares, it delivers an atmosphere thick with guilt and sorrow, led by a gripping performance that haunts the soul. In South Korea's The Wailing, strange sickness spreads through a village, and a determined cop faces forces that blur the line between evil spirit and human despair. Its stunning visuals and intense storyline make it a masterpiece of unsettling cinema. Hereditary takes us deep into a family's unraveling grief, mixing miniature art with sinister occult mysteries. Toni Collette's portrayal turns every frame into a study of anxiety and doom, making it a landmark in modern folk horror. Meanwhile, The Medium offers a chilling mockumentary twist from rural Thailand, exploring possession through authentic shamanistic rituals. Its blend of folklore and documentary style pulls viewers into a dark, immersive experience. Four friends hiking in the ritual discover a forest where ancient and malevolent forces lurk. What starts as a tribute to a fallen comrade turns into a desperate fight to escape a living nightmare rooted in primal. I mean, um, Going back to the 70s, The Blood on Satan's Claw captures a tactile earthiness as evil seeps from the soil itself. Its eerie mood and grotesque imagery set a template many have followed since. Kill List shocks as a contract killer's job spirals into ritual horror. Blending modern settings with ancient evil, it grips viewers with tension between the ordinary and the terrifying truly beneath. Vincent Price shines in Witchfinder General, a grim portrait of cruelty during England's Civil War, where accusations become weapons. Its stark realism unsettles with scenes that still shock decades later. The Blair Witch Project revolutionized horror with its found footage style, turning the American woods into a labyrinth of fear. Its clever marketing made audiences question what was real, adding to the terror of its tragic ending. A Field in England breaks the mold with hallucinogenic twists during a Civil War treasure hunt, bending reality into a fever dream that is both mesmerizing and disorienting. At the heart of folk terror is The Wicker Man, where a detective's search for a missing girl leads to a pagan crescendo of dread and sacrifice. Its slow burn and shocking finale have inspired countless tales. Midsummer flips darkness into daylight, showing how a Swedish festival hides horrors beneath endless sunshine. Florence Pugh's intense portrayal guides us through a vivid nightmare of grief and ritual. Finally, The Vivitch immerses you in a 1630s New England farm where suspicion and sorrow twist into pure dread. Uh, it's slow, deliberate storytelling anchors a tale of fear rooted in faith and the unknown. By now, if these films haven't made you want to double check the locks, maybe you're just too brave, or maybe the real witches are in the comments section ready to cast a spell on this video. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.